How's it going, everyone? JaredTheWindigo back, and today we're going to be playing the Illaoi for patch 6.11. I don't know exactly how you're supposed to say her name. I say Illaoi, Illaoi, whatever the hell you want to say. That's what it is. So, a couple things have changed since I've last played Illaoi. For those of you who don't know, she's pretty much the champion, my go-to champion when playing top lane. I'm in a ranked game right now. I'm trio Q with Michiganis, and I'm a maniac. And one of the main things they changed was the slam. So if you look here, remember before it had this huge description? Well, now look at it. So now the passive, when putting points into Q, increases the damage of slam by percentage. It goes 10, 5, 20, 25, 30, up to 30% max. But what they've done is they've put the slam, which used to be the Q smash, that would scale on the all the tentacles, is now on the passive. So slam deals 11 plus 90 physical damage. If slam damages one or more enemy champions, is important, Illaoi is healed for 5% of the missing health. Of her missing health. So, you know, that's the same. But in very light underneath there, yeah, you can't really see it, I'm trying to point at my screen, but that's not working. Enemies hit by multiple slams at once take 50% damage beyond the first slam. So that's important. So remember before, when you had your ulti popped, you had like 9 tentacles just smacking all at the same time, doing 900% damage because they all did 100%. Well, now, say you have 3, they all smack at the same time. First one does 100%, second one does 50%, third one does 25%. Which is, it's another way to alleviate the fact that she literally one-shot and steamrolls even tanks. Okay, now I gotta take a breath. So, another important thing that they changed for her was her idol, or her W, I guess we could just say, where she smacks the ground with her idol. They made it to do max health damage. Now this is, I've played a couple games of Illaoi now just to get the feel of her. I tried recording a couple times before. They turned out to be good games. They just, I don't know, I wanted a better one, so I just kept playing. But the W now does maximum health, getting an extra 2%, depending on your 100 attack damage, plus 3%. So it's 3% plus 2% for every 100 attack damage. And I'm missing firing because I'm trying to talk. So what that means is, say you get like 100 attack damage, whether it's your base damage plus like 50 or so, it equals out to 100, that's alright. It'll just give it to you. Now I'll get my ass kicked if I fight him in here. So what that does basically is when you're playing against tankier champions, the whole point is to make it so that tank champions like Garen top lane that are completely unfair aren't so unfair, and you can do max health damage now. Now, not to be confused with current health damage, this is maximum health damage. So whether they have less than 50% health or not, it's going to do how much max health they have in percentage, which is important to note. Personally, I think she's pretty good though. One of my other viewers was saying that she was probably gonna get an early game buff and a late game nerf with this. I haven't found it too bad. Honestly, I find her slam does more damage in the late game. Oh, I'm gonna get killed here. But I find it does actually more damage, which, I mean, it probably doesn't, but I think it does. Now, as you can see, this girl still just face rolls people. Like, look at that. They came, and they thought they could reap, and then I just tore their ass up. 2 mega tanks. Like, Trundle is not to be confused. He's pretty tanky. And then you got Volibear, who was the epiphany of tank. So, he's pretty strong. Illaoi is definitely my go-to pick when playing any ranked top laner, whether I play against a ranged or not. Because when the ranges are up top, like those guys that play Vayne top and just hate you for life because they're playing that top, you can easily just pull their soul, get a lot of damage done on it, and then the soul pull actually reverbs damage towards their champion, which is just, it's huge. Now, I usually don't like to back that early, but since I kind of got ganked really early, I had to. I need to get up to farming, because my farming is not very good this game, but we'll get better with it. But the main thing to understand now is just the fact that the slam does a fixed amount of damage, and then a damage scaling on your AD. Now, it may not look strong, but just wait. It gets to a point where you're literally doing maybe 1.5 times the damage you did before, I found. I don't really have a good clip of me showing off the damage that the old slam. I have one for like level 1. I might incorporate it into the video if I can figure out how to. But the really important thing, and Lysandra wants me to go from top to mid, I think. Anyway, that's a dumb idea. But the damage is actually significantly different. Like, it's strong. You do lots of damage, and you'll see it. Hopefully. They have 2 mega tanks, but I think when it's like at the ulti, I'll be able to burn them really quick. This guy's got corruption potions. A lot of people, I don't know if, I think I've already given my opinion on corruption potions, but they're just, I don't know, I don't find them that strong. Like, yeah, they're good, but they don't build into anything. I'm super against anything that doesn't build into anything. Like, just buying like 2 or 3 Doran's Blades, don't do it, please. Do not. 100%, like, don't mix, like, orange juice with your cereal. This is exactly that. Never buy more than 1 Doran's item. It's just, it's not good. It is not good. No matter what you say, it is not good. It builds into nothing in the end of the game. You're just making it harder on yourself to build items. And I actually shouldn't have flashed there. Actually, no, I should have. Just in case. But I got my ulti now. Which is, I just didn't think I would level up in time. But a lot of people make the mistake of buying freaking Doran's Blades, and there's just no point. You literally can't do anything with them. Yeah, you may get a slight advantage, but in the late game, you're going to get steamrolled if you don't get mad kills early on. But some people like to do what they want to do. Now, Alessandra is super salty because she's not the greatest. Probably because one of our people banned Yasuo from her. She was just super salted because she didn't get Yasuo, and oh, it's the end of the world, you can't play more than 1 champion. And this is ranked, by the way. Here in ranked, in the bronze division, even though I'm silver 4, we can't play more than 1 champion, okay? Everyone make sure you know that. So when you ban someone's champion, it's over. Like, you're just signing their death note, okay? They can't play more than 1 champion. And this happens a lot. A lot of people can't play more than 1 champion. I don't know, maybe they just find it too hard, or they just don't spend the time to learn in normal game mode. But yeah, no, they straight up can't learn more than 1 champ. But they'll buy skins for more than 1 champ. That's what's the kicker right there. Anyway, I've been rambling on a lot. Huge changes for Illaoi. I think this is a good thing. A couple people were saying that it's not going to be that good because you're not as OP with the slams, like the multiple slams. And that, yeah, that's understandable, but like, really, was that fair? Was that really fair before, where you were able literally just to steamroll kids? Like, see right there? That's just the freaking Trundle. Well, you don't see it, but his ult is just not fair. But was it really fair that you were able just to face roll kids with your ult? Like, come on now. Those of you who actually play this champion, you know that shit is not fair. You literally, the slams come down, and that's like 1,000 damage rate up. So yeah, no, it wasn't fair. Now, what I did wrong there is I was just too busy talking and rumbling that I didn't pay attention. I was just getting chomped over and over again. So I wasn't paying attention. I took like 100 damage from minions, but I'm not really worried because I'm playing Illaoi and she just steamrolls no matter what. But the really important thing whenever you're playing top laner, or a top laner, or really any laner, but the top in particular, is you don't want to always go for the kills. You want to have pressure on the player, but you don't want to be constantly attacking them because you're never gonna get enough farm to get money, and you're gonna get steamrolled in the end. You gotta always think about the late game. Your early game it's important because you gotta get ready for the late game. You gotta get your items early on. That's why I don't emphasize buying the multiple Doran items, because it just slows down the whole building and item process, and that's just huge. You don't want to slow that down because then if you don't get your items, well, you're gonna get steamrolled. And one thing I actually mess up a lot when playing this champion, I realize now, is her mana costs aren't that bad, but I use her abilities a lot because they're pretty low cooldowns, which actually kind of like wrecks my mana bar really hard. But that's something I gotta work on as I continue to play her. I'm gonna get an Iceborne though, because that's just a pretty solid item I found. So this guy's playing what I like to call the uber aggressive, where he literally goes for a couple minions every once in a while and then wants my body at any point, which a lot of people play it like that. This guy in particular. So what he just did there was completely bad. Those of you who play against an Illaoi, do not do what he just did. As I pulled his soul, I already set up tentacles near that soul, so I already knew that I was getting a lot of tentacle damage. What he did wrong was when I pulled it, he came over to try and stop me from hitting it. Do not do that. That's just for more free damage you're taking. Just run out of it. They made it before, for those of you who haven't played a lot of Illaoi's, before when you got pulled and your spirit got killed or you ran out of the circle, it lasted a whole minute of just an onslaught of tentacles every once in a while. Now it's like 15 seconds, so it's really not the end of the world. If you leave for a couple seconds, like, it ends up not being that bad. So now we're gonna pop ulti and we're just gonna go out to town. Not gonna get him though, to be expected. And we're gonna get him though. I knew I wasn't gonna get trundled, just 'cause I knew he wasn't like down for a fight right away. But as you can see, 2 mega tanks, ults popped, damage done, and you walk out alive somehow. You won't always walk out alive, but 95% of the time, you do enough damage that you can just melt. It's unfortunate that I am playing against a more tankier top lane jungler, but the result comes out to the same. She's a fucking broken champion. But see, what this guy's also not doing too well is look at the amount of tentacles I have around me. Anywhere I pull him, it's gonna do damage. I got one there, I got one there, I got one there, I got one there. So standing anywhere to here to like there to there, it's damage. It's free. So you gotta be really careful playing against Illaoi, because if he positions himself in a good spot, oh, it's over, dude. And I got one waiting. I got one waiting, like another one. So if he comes over here and kills it, well, I got another one. And they usually don't kill it every like 5 seconds, so you'll have them up like all the time, like that passive. See, he's doing the wrong thing again. So look, he's taking double damage, because not only is he taking damage on the sprite, he's taking damage on the main target. Yeah, he didn't get infested with tentacles because he out damaged what I was trying to kill, but look at his health. He got mucked. He literally got mucked. There was nothing he could do. That's why it's really crucial when playing this champion. You gotta know. Oh, that was a lie. You gotta know when to go in and when not to go in on the tentacle pulls. Now I'm just wrecking my mana bar, but that's alright. Let's just look at the team score. We got a 4-0 Sejuani. For those of you who haven't seen that Sejuani gameplay, you better go watch it because it's really good. I went like 10-1 or something. I was a little sick during the video, but Sejuani is a super underrated jungler right now. She's too tanky. She has way too much damage because one of her skills off health. She's crazy. You gotta play her. 110% if you want to win games, you need Sejuani on your team because her team fight is just it's gross. It's just too strong. And we're just gonna keep farming it up. I don't really care that he attacks me all that much, and he's doing it again. So I'm gonna pop ulti and just slam him. So although I didn't actually kill him there, as you can see, he popped his ulti because he was terrified. But now he's getting slammed, so it's just free damage for me. But see, that's the thing, right? Is I'm playing against a really tanky or top laner. There's not much you can do. It's like playing against Garen. So you have to be careful about that. Now I'm expecting Volibear to come and kill me. I was expecting it. Maybe he's not. But yeah, when you're playing against like the freest thing you can do is if you ever play against a Riven, whether she's one of those Rivens that builds full damage and gets like Thunderlord's Decree just to get maximum early game damage, when you hit level 4 and you've got 2 points into the Q, 1 into Harsh Lesson, and 1 into the Test of Spirit, pull them into like right there where you got 2 of them and just go hard. Because she will come at you. 90% of the time they'll come at you because they think they do lots of damage, and they do, but you just do so much damage. It's so gross. You do so much damage, it's actually gross. And that's just a free kill right there. If they ignite you, Christ, you may die, but you're gonna get the kill. You're going to get the kill. It's just not fair. It's just not fair. And it looks like they might actually give me this Herald. Looks like my teammates might enjoy giving Illaoi the Herald. That's a good thing, because Illaoi with the Herald is scary. You get that Harsh Lesson, dude? Oh, super no damage is what that is. We'll see if they're actually down for that. Thank you very much. Very appreciated. Try and get this game going with it. Alright. We're just gonna keep farming it out. That's the most important thing you gotta farm. So right now, Yaida has a kill on me. Well, he has a kill on me, and I have a kill on Volibear, but I got farm on him, so I got that advantage. I'm gonna get that sprite pull. And a lot of people ask, do I damage the sprite or him when he jumps on me? Damage him. It's more damage. The sprite only takes, in my case, it takes 35 plus 12%, and it's at level 3, and I have a decent amount of AD, so it's not that much more damage. So always attack the main person. But make sure you're still in range of the tentacles hitting the sprite and the main person. Because then you're just fucking broken. You just do too much damage. See, now this guy knows if he goes for that, that's going to be a lot of health. He's going to take a huge pay for that. So he knows whether he goes for that one or the top one or the bottom one, he's going to take damage. And that's what you got to do. You got to get them in those locks where they want to do something about the tentacles, but they can't. I'm rambling on a lot. But this definitely pick up Illaoi. She's crazy right now. She just got a, well, like I said, some people say it's a nerf, some people say it's a buff. I think it's a buff to her late game, but definitely pick her up. She's crazy right now. And sorry for not posting videos in a couple days. I wasn't feeling very well. I think I got like a dehydration, or I don't know. I was just feeling like garbage, so I didn't do any videos for the last 2 days. But I'm gonna try and bring back up the schedule of doing one every day. And usually I have more kills early on, but then again, it's also not always about the kills. You gotta win and farm. I'm dominating my lanes, so at the end of the day, I'm doing what I wanted to do. But usually I can get a couple more kills. It's just I'm playing against an actually knowledgeable player for once. Post all the other games where I just face rolled and it just wasn't fun because they were just getting destroyed. Ooh, that sucked. I guess I'm not terrible with this. I'm just not used to her. Well, I guess that's always good. She's getting a little bit higher spirits. She's not being in the salt mode, which is, you just gotta be careful with that. You don't wanna agitate people in your group, because when you start agitating people, well then they start feeding, and then they start blaming, and it's bullshit. That's what it is. It's shitty. You don't win games because people are too busy chirping. And that's League of Legends. Be ready when playing League of Legends that you're gonna get chirped. So they're gonna say something about your mom, your dad, and definitely 139% that some bullshit's gonna come out where you're gonna get roasted about your parents. I guarantee it. And this guy needs to chill out a little bit. He's put us in a very shitty position, but I'm gonna ult to make the best of it. Because why? Because I'm playing Broken Champions. And that's what we do, we play Broken Champions. So see how much health I got back there? That's that broken. So I'm just gonna let her know, next time, please don't go in like that, because you don't want to be rude to her, right? Well, I'm never gonna gank top lane again, then. Fuck you. And like, oh, okay, well, fine. But that was just really bad on her part, just to go in like right there, like that. I mean, it took like 7 turret shots there. I had to flash in just to get out of the turret onslaught. So when you're playing, ganks from right here are just not that good. Like, honestly, they're not good. They maybe if you're Lickus, they're good, but I've not seen many successful ones. But, as you can see, the heal I got was just immense. If Ezreal didn't come, then I would have walked out unscathed, but you can't account for everything. So let's get this. Let's pick up some health potions, too. His health potions are essential. He has a blue buff, so he probably thinks he's super dope all of a sudden. Getting buffs and shit. I think I got it from Volibear, and then he killed me. I don't know if it was that killed me. Let's see. No, it was definitely Trundle. Okay, let's just keep bashing it down. I do know he has teleport, so he's gonna come in. That's another thing. Gotta watch. There could be wards back in the back, and he could be teleporting in on it. You don't always know, so you just gotta be cautious when you got teleports like that. They definitely can be a pain in the ass. So now he's going for more tankier. So now he can definitely fight me. I actually know he can fight me. Although it may not look like he can fight me, he's just such a tanky champion. That, like, honestly, Trundle is crazy right now. He's just too tanky. You can't do anything. He is just too tanky. I literally devastated him there. And I would have got the kill if she let him get stayed snare like that. But he's just crazy right now. So definitely Trundle is a solid pick too if you're looking for someone to carry games with. But as you can see, like, he tested me, right? And I melted his ass. He tested, and I melted. I was going to use a different word, but that's not really appropriate for YouTube. I don't think tested and molested are really appropriate. But either way, this is YouTube and anything goes on YouTube. In fact, I've seen a man smoke cardboard, so not really surprised. Okay, let's just keep pushing the lanes out. You got to keep constant pressure, you know. You just really have to. That's really what it is in ranked. You have to have pressure on their team. You don't want to loosen up or lighten up and just let them push out the mid lane really hard, right? While you're farming the jungle, like let the jungler farm the jungler. Let us get the lanes. You gotta have a nice balance. So right now we know they're mid. We know we can melt this because I got chain. We got fat damage. This is easy for us. So that's just, you gotta siege stuff like this. And she knows she can't fight it. We got 2 mega tanks here. The face roll melter Illaoi, and then we got point and click one shot Urgot. Fumbling my words like a fucking 2-year-old. I tried to get her, but spell immune is too OP, and she got flipped. And those guys, did you see how much damage they took? There's the OP ultimate. There it is. That you can't do anything when that ult gets dropped. Honestly, I popped my ulti to try and steal that kill, and I was boosted as well. Did you see that? The Sejuani ulti. Super OP, dude. You can't go wrong with a Sejuani on your team. Whether you're shit whether you're bronze 6 or wood 5, you play Sejuani and you throw your ulti in every which direction, and chances are you might hit somebody. That's just really what it is. Just mop city. That's what you just mop city. That's the only word I can use. And look at the push. So instead of sitting mid lane and trying to fend them off, we went bot lane, turret, couple kills, turret, inhibitor. Oh, look at that. It's like we're LCS all of a sudden. That's easy. Oh, that was gross. Did you hear that? I was like slurping my own saliva. Ugh, it was gross. But like just easy stuff like that, it wins games. We got a huge open inhibitor now. Is she drunk? I hope she knows we can't. Is she drunk? Hello? Hello? So that was questionable. I wouldn't have done that, but well, I guess maybe she really thought she could get it. I mean, they take no damage when minions aren't around, so that was a bit of a questionable call. Let's just go back and get our Iceborne. Itemization wise, I haven't really talked about that a whole lot yet. First item, no matter what, pretty much every top laner I ever play, because it's just a super solid item, is Black Cleaver. Okay, let me talk about Black Cleaver for a second. 300 health is just always a nice amount of health. 50 attack damage is pretty generous. That's pretty good. 20% CDR, you can never go wrong. With the runes I rock, I got 10% cooldown already, so I'm already up at 30% first item, right? Iceborne gives me another 20, so if you don't have those runes, like maybe, I don't know, you have a rune page for something else and you can't do cooldown runes, that's fine. The Iceborne and the Black Cleaver together give you the 40% you need. So just right there, 2 items and you're good. You don't need to buy Ionia boots. You can buy Merc treads. I buy Swifties because, you know, they're Swifties and they just feel cool. My Jordans, but Merc treads are also good too if you're trying to get out of snares and shit. Once again, Sejuani ult, what are you gonna do? Mop. It's all that's just not fair. So Black Cleaver is just a solid item. Gives you that movement speed too whenever you attack. So when you get those harsh lessons, you get that bit of speed to move around. And you got the stacking armor reduction, so you're playing against those mega tanks. So that item is literally the trinity of items, okay? If you don't have a Black Cleaver, then you don't have a top laner. Because Black Cleaver is just broken. It's crazy. Iceborne's good because the sheen, bit of armor, slows them down, gives you that mana because I just fat my mana around. I just use it at all times. It's got decent 65 armor. Pretty good. So, just those 2 items there are just super solid. I wouldn't change them out for anything else, I think. Yeah, no, I wouldn't change them out for anything else. They're just 2 solid items. Now, see, our team is doing... well, no, I can't say they're not doing super good, but, like, the team scores are actually even. I'm even, Urgot's even, Nautilus is even. She's a little strong, and Sejuani's a broken champion, so we just won't talk about her. So, our team, we're not super carrying right now. We're playing through the game. We're getting objectives. What's winning us the game right now is our focus. We just have good focus. We're focusing objectives, and that's really all you need to do in ranked games. You don't need a super high kill to death ratio team that can just mop city kids for kills to win the game, because you might lose because they have a Xin Zhao or a Master Yi that literally melts turrets like cupcakes. So that you just gotta itemize well for your champion, get a bit of tankiness to you, get some good damage, and I don't see why you don't win the game, honestly. That is literally the most important thing, is focus on objectives and itemization for you and your teammates. But I mean, if you want to be like one of those Sally, like, I don't know, like, you know when you go to the movies and it's like, oh, Sally Texter, whatever the fuck their name is there, or like Sally Seat Driver, like whatever, the one where you're in the side of a car like passenger and you're just explaining how to drive when the person has like 20 years of driving. Yeah, that one. So you can do that too if you want. You can help people with their items. Like, that's what I try and do. I try and give you guys quick help and tips on just shit you can buy to help increase your chances of winning your lanes. Because that's really all it is. You just need to win your lane. If you win your lane, then you can help the rest of your lanes, and that's what you gotta do. So if you're gonna mop your lane... Oh my god, Morgana, please. Did you seriously miss that? Ugh, that was brutal, dude. That was actually such a bad bind. Ugh. So they're going in. I'm waiting for Lissandra to go in before I fully commit, because they're still going hard on us. Okay. So I wasn't able... I just got too much CC on me. So what happened there is... I think Lissandra hesitated a bit and didn't come in right away. She went for the wrong people as well. We need to focus the right people in fights. So what happened there is I got a little caught out. But see, look. So even though that was a bad fight, the push earlier, super minions, completely... Look at that, 386 AD? Come on now, how's that fair? And look at that, there's a melted turret. We didn't even have to do anything for that. So these are just objectives you need to be aware of. You need to be proactive when you're on the rift. You need to always be going for objectives. That's just the main thing. And Sejuani, look at her. She's broken, dude. You literally hit the flail button and you walk. You walk. Look, that's all she do. Do you see any other abilities apart from flail? And maybe that frostbite she used. But don't worry about that. Just look at the... Watch, now she's going to Q. Now she's going to Q, maybe. There it is. And there's the knockup. You get the, and then you get the slow. You literally cannot run away from Sejuani. She's busted, dude. She's broken. She's so... Oh my god, did you see that? Her got Q. That was like 1 Q, and then the super minion. And then look, the Sandra's coming in. Oh my god. Have you ever seen such coordination? Oh, super dope, dude. And that's all it is. You just gotta be smart. You gotta play Sejuani to win, honestly. I don't see why you won't win. 8-0 and 10, and she got 85 minion kills. So that's another thing. Is farm. Yeah, you're super full kills. Yeah, I've seen a Zed go like 27 and 0 and we still lost. Because he didn't farm, he was only going for kills, didn't care about objectives, he just wanted to get his S ranks for his mastery 6 and 7. And that shit, you don't win like that, you don't win. So you always gotta be mindful of that. Oh, I've really rambled on a lot. My bad if I'm talking your ear off, you may have to turn down your volume. Fuck, my voice is probably annoying as hell right now. So, I figured another thing we should talk about is the Cloud Drake, okay? Don't go hard on a team fight if you know it's like a maybe you'll win it, maybe you'll lose it for a Cloud Drake, okay? That Cloud Drake gives you that little permanent movement speed. Oh, it's so good, yeah. 15 out of combat movement speed, that's pretty good. Yes, it's okay, it's a nice to have, but it's so far from a need to have. The other ones are so much better. Don't waste an entire team fight and have them to throw the game because of the fucking Cloud Drake. Okay, it even sounds stupid. The Cloud Drake, like call it like the airborne killing machine of Dragon Death. I don't know, something cooler than a Cloud Drake. Don't waste a huge team fight on a Cloud Drake. That's one thing that's important. Another thing is calling Barons. So a lot of people are like, oh, you know, guys, you know, their whole team's up, but they're in their base trying to defend. So let's do Baron. Ward. See, we had wards. We had ward there, ward there, ward there. We had wards on the backside in case they were going there. You need to have wards at all times around objectives. I'm gonna come steal this with my major skills. Okay, didn't do that much damage. Let's just check the slam damage, by the way. Look at that. 195 plus 396. That is insane. Now watch. Hold on. Now watch. So it was 195 to what? 236 or something? 412. If I could keep my mouse on it. Okay. Okay, I'm struggling. It's because the timer's changing, isn't it? Okay. 195 plus 412 damage. Oh my god, dude, that's broken. And all these items are tanky items. Black Cleaver, tanky item. Going for a Hex Drinker for the Maul Modius. It's a tanky item. These are all items that are tanky, sustainable items that just make you broken. Like his champion is just so. Oh my god. I could ramble on for days about her, but it's gonna hurt my neck. Or my throat. And no, I don't. No. Don't think of it. Stop. Do not say shit about my throat. But this champion is just, there's nothing you can do if your team focuses on objectives. There's nothing you can do. You can focus objectives, but you're, like, look at this. We're fucking melting them. This is like cake to us. Okay. So, we're just gonna melt this kid. They're just saying GG boys, because they already know. So, yeah, that's the video. I want to get this guy. Oh, okay. Nearly died. Meth never won. So this wasn't a super high kill game, but we got, you know, we got the win. We were prioritizing objectives. I'm sure if I looked at the turrets, I probably got like 9. So it's easy stuff to win ranked games. You just gotta put 2 and 2 together, get the objectives and shit. Anyway, if you guys like this video, oh, well, first I'll show you if I got what rank I got. It's probably not very high. But if you like the video, leave a like. Comment if you want me to do any other, like quick, I don't know. Oh, that's good. LOL client stopped working. That's fun. If you guys want me to do other videos, like in-depth guides, or how to help win rank games. I know I'm not super high elo or anything, but I know a thing or two. I've played this game for a couple years. So, anyway, all the shit I said before. If it's the beginning of your day, have a great day. If it's the end of your day, then I hope you had a great day.